Hi guys, happy Sunday. Well, I made the leap. I bought my first fountain pen. Let's unbox it together. Okay, here we are. This is the TWSBI Eco T fountain pen model. As you can see, it comes in a nice cardboard sleeve. The logo here, I assume. Comes in a plastic case. I'll open it up right now. Some diagrams, some instructions, good to have. When refilling and changing nib feeder. Some instructions to replace the nib and feeder. Also good to have since this is my first fountain pen and I'll need some instruction. Wow, that's a nice little setup. I wasn't expecting that. For the price point, I bought it for $47 Canadian. So I was just actually expecting the pen, but I wasn't expecting all this other stuff. So I have a little tag, no alcohol, I assume, to clean the pen. Okay, nice to know. Some silicone grease, I assume, for any parts of the pen that have threads. Also good to have. And a TWSBI wrench to screw, to tighten or loosen parts of the pen that needs tightening or loosening. But here it is. Here's the TWSBI Eco T pen with a transparent barrel. I'm really drawn to these types of pens. I like to see the inner workings of things, and this really appeals to me in that sense. The Eco T model, and there's also the Eco model, and the main difference is in the grip shape. So you could see through the cap that reflects the grip shape. It's kind of flattened on three sides there, and it's carried on through into the grip right here. So instead of it being perfectly round on the grip area, it's flattened on three sides. So it's flat here on my index finger, flat on my thumb area, and flat here on my middle finger. So it gives me a really nice nice grip to this pen. And I thought, since this is my first fountain pen, it'd be nice to have a pen that has training wheels, if you will. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I really like it. I bought a pen that has a broad nib. I'm not too sure if you've seen my previous sketchbook tours. I predominantly use a Bic ballpoint pen, a medium nib. And when I was trying this out in the store, this broad nib had the closest feel, closest line weight to that medium nib, Bic pen medium nib. So I thought I'd go with this. The other aspect of this pen that I like is the fact that the ink chamber in here holds a bit more ink than the other pens that I was looking at, specifically the Lamy Safari pen. So I like that idea of not refilling the pen as often as I would, I suppose, if I were to have bought the Lamy. And the fact that this has an ink converter, meaning, and this is all new to me, this is what the salesperson told me, that I don't need disposable plastic ink cartridges that I sort of slot in into the nib area. So you could see that this rotates this plunger part in. So I set it to the lowest depth there, stick the nib into a bottle of ink, and then screw it up this way, and that'll draw the ink into the chamber. So I like that fact. I like the fact that I won't be using disposable products, limiting at least my use of disposable products with respect to this pen. And I've also been told by the salesperson that I was dealing with, that in the long run, the ink that I bought apparently is a really good quality ink, but the quantity of that ink is equivalent to 65 disposable ink capsules. And buying 65 ink capsules would be a lot more expensive than just buying that bottle. So that's what I did. Yeah, this is actually a very beautiful pen, I think. For people who have more experience in fountain pens and who've used this TWSBI Eco-T fountain pen, please tell me your thoughts on it. I'd like to hear how you feel about the pen, what you do with the pen. I'm an artist, so I'm going to be using this pen predominantly to draw with. And we'll see how it goes. So I guess the next step now is to fill it up with ink. Okay, let's do that. So this is the ink that I bought. It's by Sailor. It's called the Kyoguro ink. It's a basic black. It's a rich black. I like that. I like working just with very basic colors. Nothing too flashy. And if you've seen my past sketchbook videos, you'll see that I've used predominantly a blue ballpoint pen. So that's where my head is right now. If I get deeper into this habit of collecting fountain pens, I might branch out to color inks, but for now, it's black. And okay, let's get into it. Let's fill our fountain pen. Ooh, look at that. That is a very nice bottle. Simple label, squared. Okay, let's get into it. So let's open it up. So let's uncap my fountain pen, draw the piston down, stick the nib in the ink, and draw it up. Didn't draw that much. Okay, let's do it one more time. Stick it in. Well, that's better. Okay. Hey, look at that. Okay. I'll get a cloth. It's an old handkerchief I'm using right now. Clean the nib off. The salesperson just suggested that I use a cloth that has been well washed, so all the lint and fibers are have been washed out of it, so none of the fibers get caught in the nib. So that was a great suggestion. So there it is. It's filled up. Well, kinda. I thought it'd be filled up more, but good enough to try out the pen. Okay, let's try it out now. Okay, here's my sketchbook. Let's try out the pen. I don't want to give you the current week's drawings, so I'll just skip to blank spread. Here we go. I'm very excited about this. Okay. Oh, very nice. It has, maybe it's just a bit thicker in line weight than my Bic pen. But the difference I noticed right off the bat is that there's no drag, meaning that I don't feel any resistance when I draw a line. The ink just sort of flows out of the pen versus a ballpoint pen that I'm accustomed to. Oh, that's quite nice. Let's reverse it. Oh, it gives me a very fine line. Nice, nice. I'm going to have fun playing with this. Okay, so there you have it. This is the TWSBI Eco-T pen. Aesthetically, it's quite beautiful to me. the use of it, the line that comes out of it, very nice. I'm going to use it for a week and come back and make a video of I guess a user review video and tell you my thoughts of how this pen has worked for me over the week. But again, if you are a longtime user of the TWSBI Eco or Eco T pen, please write down your thoughts on this pen, what you use it for, what nib size you have. This is a broad that I bought, and I think it'll work fine. Yeah, that's nice. And I like the black. I like the depth of the black, and it's waterproof ink, so I could use watercolors over it. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for my user review of the TWSBI Eco T fountain pen. Bye for now.